as the speaker and the chair take their seats.
President of the Academy, past presidents of the Academy, vice presidents of the Academy, past vice presidents, fellows of the Academy, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, students, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of fellows of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, Ghana's premier learned society, I warmly welcome you to day one of 4 days of lectures marking the 65th anniversary celebrations of the Academy. The Academy's anniversary celebrations, which are held in November, take the form of a presidential address delivered by the President of the Academy, followed by induction of new fellows of the Academy, a series of symposia involving fellows and non-fellows, and then the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Lecture, which is the climax of the 4-day event. Today's event is in 2 parts. Part 1 involves the delivery of the presidential address by the President, who will be introduced shortly. The second part is a short ceremony to induct into fellowship of the Academy 8 distinguished scholars in the arts and sciences who were elected into fellowship this year. You are informed that today, or this event is streaming live via Zoom, Facebook, and the Academy's YouTube page. Now, the chairperson for tonight's event is Emeritus Professor Samuel Sefa-Dedeh, the immediate past president of the Academy. Professor Sefa-Dedeh is a fellow of the International Academy of Food Science and Technology, as well as the Kellogg Foundation Leadership Program in Food Systems. He was chairman of the planning committee for the establishment of 2 public universities in Ghana, namely the University of Energy and Natural Resources at Sunyani and the University of Health and Allied Sciences at Ho. Emeritus Professor Sefa-Dedeh was the team lead consultant for the development and preparation of Ghana's second Millennium Challenge Compact. He was also the board chairman for the Millennium Development Authority for Ghana's Millennium Challenge Compact 1 and reappointed as chairman for Compact 2 until January 7, 2017. Emeritus Professor Sefa-Dedeh was the foundation dean of the School of Engineering Sciences at the University of Ghana, Legon. Distinguished audience, with a round of applause, shall we welcome Emeritus Professor Sefa-Dedeh.
Thank you, Acting Honorary Secretary, Professor Ben Ahunu. Good evening to all of you. Good evening. This is one of the very special days in the life of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. As you've been informed, at today's function, distinguished scholars who have been nominated and approved by the General Meeting of Fellows will be inducted into the fellowship of the Academy. Let me congratulate the distinguished new fellows who will be inducted in a moment. But one of the critical functions of today's event is for us to hear the President of the Academy speak. The President of the Academy, giving a presidential address, chooses the area or areas he would like to share with the fellows and with the guests who have assembled in this special occasion. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker, who is the President of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, Professor Kofi Opoku Nti. Professor Kofi Opoku Nti is a member of the Council of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. He was the former Dean of the University of Ghana Business School and the first occupant of the Unilever Professorial Chair in Business at the University of Ghana. Prof. Nti is a member of several academic societies, including Public Choice Society, the Institute for Operations Research and Management Sciences, and the European Association of Industrial Economics. He is a member of the board of the National Vaccine Institute, a member of the Presidential Advisory Council on Science, Technology, and Innovation. He's also the director of Universal Hospitals Group and chairman of Claim Limited and chairman and managing director of Limon Foods Limited. He wears many, many hats. And so distinguished fellows, past presidents, vice presidents, and invited guests, the president of the Academy.
Thank you very much, Emeritus Professor Sefa-Dedeh. Chairman, Emeritus Professor Sefa-Dedeh, past presidents of the Academy, vice presidents of the Academy, council members, distinguished fellows of the Academy, acting executive secretary and the staff of the secretariat, friends and families of the new fellows to be inducted into the fellowship of the Academy, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, students, good evening and welcome to the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, and to help us celebrate the 2024 Founders Week. Today, we begin an important milestone in the life of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Founders Week 2024. We are celebrating the 65th anniversary of the Academy. We have put together an exciting program of celebration and knowledge sharing on transformative developments in our world. We shall explore and reflect on emergent ideas and technologies and the opportunities they offer to address important developmental issues. And we shall provide thought leadership on a wide-ranging policy prescriptions on major national issues. Today we'll start, as the Honorary Secretary said, with a presidential address, followed by the induction of new fellows. And then we'll hold a two-day symposium on the theme, Leveraging the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And then we will have Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Lecture given by Emeritus Professor Clifford Tego on development in higher education in Ghana, searching for relevance. So it's going to be a very full program. It is now my honor to deliver the presidential address. Chairman, you reminded us during your presidency that the Academy provides a common meeting ground where scholars and scientists with different interests and backgrounds can exchange ideas and benefit from different viewpoints. You stressed that the diverse backgrounds and specialization of the fellows can be a vital force for shaping our society and its development trajectory. My address will affirm how our multidisciplinary capacities enabled us to provide thought leadership on an existential problem facing the nation and what lessons we learned from that engagement. My presentation will be in two parts. First, I'll review our accomplishments during the past year. Then I'll briefly outline what has made us successful in some areas and how we can overcome some of the challenges that we face in executing our mission. We can think of my address as trying to respond to the following questions. What have we done this year, and what should we do to enable us to perform better? So the year in review. 2024 has been a fast-paced year with a wide range of activities and administrative constraints that have kept the council and principal officers very extended. Flagship lectures. We started with J.B. Duncan Memorial Lecture, which was held on 26 to 28 February 2024. Nana Kobina Nketia V, Paramount Chief, Omanhin of Esigado, British Secondary Traditional Area, spoke on the theme, In Search of Transformative Paradigm, Authenticity and the African Future. The annual lecture in the humanities was delivered by Professor Ahmad de Graft Akins, Fellow of the Academy, on 2nd May 2024. Her topic was Food is Medicine, a social psychological perspective on Ghana's public health nutrition crisis. The memorial lecture was delivered on 16th May 2024 by Professor Kofi Ejekum, Fellow of the Academy, and he spoke on the significance of Ephraim Amu's defiance of cultural imperialism. We also were very lucky to have an occasional lecture in the humanities delivered on 18 June 2024 by Professor Majid Ezati of Imperial College London on the topic Cities as Unequal Opportunities for Good Health. The annual lecture in the sciences was delivered by Professor Grace Oforisapon, a Fellow of the Academy, on 3rd October 2024. Her topic was Promoting Sustainability in Ghana's Gold Mining Industry. And our collaboration with Asante Crystalline Institute to deliver the Asante Opoku Randolph Lecture was held on 6 November 2024 by Reverend Professor Ebenezer Obri Ado, and he spoke on academic publishing, opportunities, and challenges of sustainability. And we are very lucky that in a few days' time, 3 days' time precisely, on 15th November 2024, we shall have Emeritus Professor Clifford Tego, Fellow of the Academy, speak on developments in higher education in Ghana, searching for relevance. And then we've had two very important public forums and the Founders Week Symposium. We successfully conducted a highly engaging public forum on the theme National Elections in Ghana, Issues and Prospects. The presentations and open discussions were held on 24th to 26th June 2024. And this year, that's this November, we shall hold the Founders Week Symposium on the theme Leveraging the Fourth Industrial Revolution. It promises to be very educational, engaging, and relevant to national development. We've also had 6 recently elected fellows deliver their inaugural lectures. They are Professor Eric Sampene Donko. He delivered his lecture on prioritizing antimicrobial resistance needs in Ghana, a national choice between life and death, on 11th April 2024. Professor Samuel Jesse Obin delivered his lecture on the topic Language and Liberty in Ghanaian Political Discourse on 20th May 2024, followed by Professor Kwasi Ampene. He delivered his lecture on Performing Petition, Kete Songs, Lineage and Kinship in Akan on 30th May 2024. And Professor Joshua Indenaba Abo delivered his lecture on the topic Rethinking Development Finance for Inclusive Green Finance. Are there financial sustainability implications? That came on 27th October 2024. Professor Samuel J. Mensah delivered his lecture on the topic Flavors of Diversity in Drinking Water Access in Ghana on 17th October 2024. And we had our last one delivered by Professor Regina Piaopon on the topic Medicinal Plants, a rich natural resource of Ghana to be harnessed for national development on 31st October 2024. Now let me mention 2 ongoing projects that has made quite a bit of impact for our academy this year. One is the Gaas Higher Education Reforms Project. As most of you know, Gaas received a grant from Carnegie Corporation of New York to develop and conduct policy dialogues on motivating higher education reforms in Ghana towards equity and sustainability. 3 very important and successful policy dialogues with diverse stakeholders and resource persons were held in 2024. On 12 March, we had a talk on the policy dialogue on expanding public universities, effect on access, quality, and sustainability. 21st of May, we had changing relationship between the state and universities in Ghana. And finally, on the 29th of September, we had the one on development and growth of private universities in Ghana, implications for access, equity, and sustainability. We shall terminate the Carnegie project with an international conference on the theme Transforming Universities for 21st Century Africa, which will be held in this same premises on 28 to 29 November 2024. In all, the project had delivered all the 7 policy dialogues programmed for the 2 years, and anyone who has participated in any of the policy dialogues will agree that they have been impactful and provided high visibility and networking opportunities for Gaas. Let me also mention here the Gaas Cocoa Board Research Collaboration. The project is titled The Use of Cocoa Polyphenols in Reducing Type 2 Diabetes-Related Vascular and Pulmonary Dysfunction, a randomized controlled trial. The research is being conducted at the National Diabetics Management and Research Center and the Center for Tropical Clinical Pharmacology and Therapeutics, Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The research is on track and progressing very well. The project has wide-ranging long-term objectives that seek to establish that cocoa should not be seen only as an ingredient for the confectionery and cosmetic industries, but its nutritional and health properties are important and should be scientifically validated. And cocoa is one of the richest sources of polyphenols, which have been linked to numerous health benefits. We believe that the global demand for cocoa will increase significantly if the health benefits of cocoa are fully validated. Now I'll talk a little bit about our internal organization as recruitment of staff. There were major vacancies at the Secretariat due to resignations and retirements, including the Executive Secretary and the Deputy Executive Secretary. The Council set up a search committee chaired by the Vice President Arts to advertise the vacancies and shortlist applicants for interviews by the Appointments and Promotions Committee. The process is completed. 4 newly appointed staff joined the Secretariat on 2nd September 2024, and we now have a procurement officer, communications officer, and 2 administrative assistants in place. We expect to appoint a substantive executive secretary before the end of the year. We still have challenges with Royal Mark Hotel and Catering Services Limited. As you know, they were appointed facilities manager for the Gaas Auditorium and hotel facilities. Their obligation was to pay the agreed upon rent and pay their share of the utility bills. They have violated all the terms of the rental agreements. So Gaas has taken Royal Mark to court to evict them and recover all the accrued rent and utility charges. The court proceedings are still ongoing. We had major participation, and we released a press release on illegal mining. On 25th September 2024, the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences issued a press release calling for immediate measures to stop illegal mining in forest reserves and water bodies. The Academy expressed deep concerns about the negative impact of illegal mining on forest reserves and water bodies and made the following recommendations: that there should be an immediate revocation of LI 2462, that is the Environmental Protection Mining in Forest Reserve Regulation 2022, that the Executive and Parliament must consult widely with scientific experts and stakeholders when enacting legislations that affect the environment. We also called on the Executive to stop issuing permits and licenses for mining in forest reserves and relocate companies holding permits to new areas outside of forest reserves. Mining in water bodies and surrounding areas must be banned immediately, we demanded. And we also asked the law enforcement must act decisively to implement the recommendations. In accordance with this mandate of encouraging the creation, acquisition, and dissemination and utilization of knowledge for national development, the Academy had earlier held a press conference and issued a public statement on illegal mining on 15 December 2023. The statement was subsequently published in Health Sciences Investigations Journal in June 2024, and Gaas has provided thought leadership and scientific guidance to various stakeholders and the media as the nation struggles to deal with the devastation caused by illegal mining. Gaas continues to affirm its readiness to work with all stakeholders to protect Ghana's environment and to stop illegal mining. Departed fellows. The Academy held a night of remembrance for deceased fellows on 20th June 2024 under the theme Patriotism and Heroism. The Academy commiserated with the families of the deceased fellows who were deceased in 2022 to 2023 to honor their memories and reflect on their achievements. We recall with deep emotions and memory of the departed colleagues and express our gratitude to the families of Professor Emmanuel Usu-Benoit, Professor Lawrence Bodi, Emeritus Professor Victor Doku, Emeritus Professor Godwin Kwaku Nukunya, Emeritus Professor Samuel Fosuyama, Dr. Letitia Eva Ama Techibia, Professor Edward Solomon Ayensu, Dr. Letitia Eva Ama Techibia Obin, Professor Emmanuel Solomon Ayensu, and Emeritus Professor Edward Donko Yeboah. And also, we invited the family of Professor Anthony Apeke Adimaudo, who had passed this year. May they continue to rest in peace. In 2024, the Academy painfully lost 3 distinguished fellows. Professor Anthony Apeke Adimaudo, as I've mentioned, on 6th March 2024, Emeritus Professor Francis Kwesi Nkrumah, 30th June 2024, and Professor Kojo Ewusi on 17 September 2024. Let us hold a minute of silence in their memory. May they rest in peace. Today, I want to talk about the quest for relevance and recognition. When I reflect on our accomplishment during the past year, 2 things come to mind. The Academy works very hard to deliver its programs, but there's an unfulfilled quest to be relevant and rebranded. We are a high-performance organization, but we are also dissatisfied. My report of the year in review clearly demonstrates that the Academy delivers on its outreach activities at the highest levels. Our calendar is full, and sometimes we struggle to find slots for inaugural lectures. Yet, there is a persistent sentiment among fellows that the Academy is not doing enough to promote its relevance and impact. This is largely because the Academy's perceived role as principal advisor to government appears sporadic and unstructured. Let me remind you that a key strategic objective in the Gaas strategic plan is to make the Academy more present in the lives of fellows. We are charged to diversify activities for engagement, with specific reference to chapters, funded projects, and Gaas commissioned publications. The second strategic objective is to restore the Academy's role as principal advisor to national leadership. We are charged to lobby government and other national bodies about the academic's capacity in areas of concern. And we are to ensure that the academy collaborates with ministries, departments, and agencies. We are charged to identify current and critical areas of interest to MDAs and develop proposals for consideration. I believe, and I've said this many times, that the chapters of the academy are the organs through which we can deliver the studies, the policy outputs, and advisory services. And we must incentivize and empower the chapters to scan the environment, identify MDAs or private sector entities who can be prospected with concept notes or proposals for funding. This will not happen overnight, but it's something we should keep in mind all the time and keep working on. The Cocoa Board project and the Carnegie Higher Education project prove that Gaas can flourish in delivering research and policy outputs. We are all aware of the role Gaas played in the COVID-19 interventions and on illegal mining. Both the Cocoa Board and Carnegie projects came about because a team of fellows made compelling proposals to Cocoa Board and Carnegie Corporation of New York. Our illegal mining interventions came about because some chapter members decided to bring the issue to the attention of the wider academy. And they devoted some time to drafting an initial response. Subsequently, many more fellows got involved, and the project gained a life of its own. We can associate the COVID-19 intervention to the health and sanitation chapter, the illegal mining interventions to the energy, natural resources, and environment chapter, and the higher education intervention to the education chapter. And we have relied on the political, constitutional, and legal affairs chapter for legal clarification on several matters. However, we know that many of our chapters remain dormant. They are not meeting, and they have not elected vice chairs as stipulated by the council. Can you imagine the energy and excitement we would have as an academy if each chapter had one funded or volunteer-driven project they were working on? Let me remind you that our work on illegal mining was done strictly on volunteer basis, but it has been impactful and satisfying for all who were involved. We have fellows who have successfully secured funded projects throughout the academy or their parent organizations, and they are willing to share their expertise and give support and skills to initiatives coming out of chapters or groups of fellows. The greatest asset of the academy is its capacity and its convening power as a non-political scientific body. We need to rebrand and market these assets whenever we go prospecting for projects or seeking funding for our initiatives. I also want to share with you my reflections on our illegal mining initiatives. There we saw a divergence between our knowledge and advocacy roles. Some fellows felt that the academy should take leadership of the civil society organizations in the anti-galamsey fight. Some also felt that the academy was not effective if it was not talking directly to the government. It may appear counterintuitive, but the way the academy influences policy is to provide knowledge and scientific inputs to shape the views of citizens, politicians, organizations, and government. Our audience is very broad, and we should not think that we have failed if the government of the day has not taken or considered our advice or proclamations. I believe we were all amazed and pleased when the radio and TV stations started quoting extensively from our December 2023 statement on illegal mining. We were invited to speak at the stations because they believed we could rise to the occasion. Let us be guided by the famous quotation attributed to Louis Pasteur that fortune favors the prepared mind. The academy will not have its voice heard if it hasn't developed preparatory materials and research to influence current and emerging policy debates. So we have to be ready all the time. We have to scan the environment, and we have to let our voices be heard to everybody who can be influenced, not just Jubilee House. I'd like to conclude by repeating a message I've given on several occasions. It's a message of introspection and calls for dynamism and maximum participation by fellows in academia affairs. Fellows of the academy are smart, highly accomplished, and influential. They were inducted, just like our new inductees, because some fellows believe that they would help to strengthen the academy's capacity to deliver on its mandate. But the academy is primarily a volunteer organization. Fellows and principal officers are not paid for their services to the academy. And government does not provide much funding to support the academy's programs. But the academy counts on fellows to provide project ideas and initiatives through the chapters. Fellows should also provide fundraising contacts to the Secretariat to support our flagship and other programs. Fellows should actively volunteer their services because the academy provides a forum for us to collaborate with each other and to develop important perspective or solutions to critical or emergent national issues. You are proud to be elected fellows because previous fellows have laid the academy's reputation and standing in society. Like those before us, we must volunteer our time and resources to make the academy attractive and valuable to each other and to potential fellows. Do not let a few fellows or principal officers carry all the weight. When you do that, they get tired or discouraged. So we should endeavor to raise the energy level of the academy by facilitating and stimulating interactions among the fellows. The academy should become the bedrock of creativity and intellectual ferment in our society. Our task is to create a continuously vibrant and highly respected academy for the good of Ghana and the world. Chairman, Emeritus Prof. Sefa-Dedeh, I thank you for chairing this presidential address and for your wise counsel and support throughout the year. I thank the Council of the Academy for the teamwork, cooperation, and support you have given me during the year. And I thank our distinguished fellows for your contribution and participation in the Academy's programs and activities. Please endeavor to join us in person to the best of your abilities. Zoom is not the only way. I thank the Secretariat for the support you provide to the Council and fellows to enable us to deliver on our mandate. I appreciate you. Thank you all for your attention.
Thank you very much, the President of the Academy, Professor Kofi Opoku Nti, for your address. He has given us a good profile of the Academy in the past 12 months and provided us with inputs to understand some of the issues confronting the Academy and what we did with them. The opportunities also that came our way as an academy and how these were addressed. Thank you, Prof, for that summary of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences in 2024. Indeed, quoting from my presentation previously, I join you with the understanding that the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences hosts a good profile of intellectuals in diverse disciplines. The force and energy of all together can change many things if we are directed and we are led and we are willing to participate in the activities. He mentioned two projects, the Cocoa Board project and the Carnegie projects. And thank you for reminding us. There is one project that was not mentioned, the Science and Technology Center. It's still in the works. This academy has been selected to develop the project for that. And I pray that that vision and that opportunity we have been given will not be lost. I also trust that our young students who come to our programs from time to time, and we want to thank you for your presence for today's function, that as you listen to these various lectures, you will be forming in your own mind the future. In whatever field of endeavor you find yourself as students, the field is wide open, and there are many opportunities for you to serve in this country and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together and thank again the President of the Academy for his address. Thank you.
Shall we also thank the chairman for ably chairing the program? We'll now have a short break, after which we'll come in. You can just stand up and stretch your legs, or if you want to, and then we'll come in for the actual induction of the distinguished fellows who have been voted into our newly distinguished fellows. So we'll have a short break and then we'll come in again. Thank you very much. No, I don't see anything.
You have another, as it is now, you have maybe another 8 years to go. Or, yeah, 8 presidents to go. That will be 16 years.
So the time they were operating president and chairman, that was the first. The president or the president? On the night.
His name
And then we have told them the position of the chairman was. So, would I be here again?
Yes, you are the MC.
But that one, there is no program. Hello? 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 Is it on? Hello? I think we can resume our seats. Please kindly resume your seats so that we can continue the second part of the program. Please come in and resume your seats. Hey, Kujo, I haven't seen him.
Hello. Good evening once again. Shall we please be on our feet as the president and the chairs take the high table?
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, standing on previous protocols, we resume the second part of tonight's event. This will be the induction of new fellows, as we had already stated. And I will now invite the Vice President for us, Professor Joseph Roland Achu-Aye, to present his candidates.
Thank you, Acting Honorary Secretary. I stand on the existing protocols. The Art section has one inductee, and that inductee is Professor Samuel Ni Ade Kujo. He is Professor of Population Studies. He is a Professor of Population Studies. Now the citation. You have established yourself as a distinguished scholar who began your academic journey with a Bachelor of Arts in Geography and Resource Development in 1992. You furthered your studies, earning an MPhil in Geography from the University of Oslo in 1998, and a PhD in Geography and Soil Science from the University of Bonn in 2004. Your academic career took root at the Regional Institute of Population Studies, RIPS, in 2004, where you rose through the ranks to become director in 2012. As director, you significantly expanded RIPS's funding base, strengthened its PhD training programs, and increased international postgraduate enrollment. You introduced a mentoring program, welcomed numerous research and postdoctoral fellows, and established a quality assurance committee to uphold high publication standards. Through your leadership, the RIPS Endowment Fund was fully operationalized to support both doctoral candidates and staff. You also initiated the development of a 24-seat facility for PhD students, enhanced the RIPS lecture room with state-of-the-art audiovisual tools, and improved infrastructure. Your work at RIPS also fostered collaborations with local, regional, and international institutions, driving policy and community development. As convener of the Working Group on Climate Change at the University of Ghana, you lead the institution's flagship research themes. Your research has spanned geography, population studies, and climate change, and your publications are widely cited. Through your work in Accra, you provided resources for waste management and established climate change clubs in schools, earning the Best Researcher Award for the Faculty of Social Sciences in the 2010-2011 academic year. You are also deeply committed to developing the next generation of scholars. At the University of Ghana, you taught at the master's and doctoral levels and mentored students both locally and internationally, including at institutions such as the University of Oviedo in Spain, Greenwich University in the UK, and Harvard University. You have served as a guest lecturer at Brown University and the University of Ouagadougou, and currently lecture in an online urban health in crisis course with Georgetown University. As president of the Union for African Population Studies, UAPS, you successfully led efforts to secure about 10 million US dollars for population studies and created an award for the top population studies graduate at the University of Ghana. You have organized the annual Climate Change and Population Conference in Africa, and in 2019, Makerere University recognized your leadership at the 8th African Population Conference. You have contributed to several committees and currently serve as the Provost of the College of Education at the University of Ghana. Your achievements and dedication to impactful scholarship makes you a prime candidate for fellowship at the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Professor Samuel Ni Ade Kujo, based on your remarkable accomplishments, you were elected to the fellowship of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations.
Thank you, Vice Dean for Arts. And I invite the Vice Dean for Sciences, Emeritus Professor Isabella Kwachi, to present the science candidates.
Good evening. I have the pleasure to provide the citation of the Fellows for the Sciences. And I feel the Sciences section, we've won the jackpot this year. So our first fellow is Professor Samuel Ejir Agri. Professor Samuel Ejir Agri, you hold a PhD from the University of British Columbia, an MS from Wageningen, and a BSc Agriculture from Ghana. You have a global reputation as an outstanding scientist in poultry, nutrigenomics, genetics, genomics of stresses, and gut health. Your research has delineated the genetics of phytate phosphorus utilization and mitigation strategies, and further elucidated the genetic relationships between feed nutrients. You have dissected the components of residual feed intake and shown how to combine these components to improve feed efficiency. Your contributions to the field include over 37,000 expressed sequence tags to GenBank, which are publicly available. You have co-edited 2 books for the poultry genetics genomics community and have served as an associate editor for Poultry Science and Asian Australasian Journal of Animal Science. You have chaired or co-chaired several symposia for World Poultry Science Association, and you serve on important committees of the same. You have won several prestigious awards, including the D.W. Brooks Award for Excellence in Research in 2013 from the University of Georgia, and the U.S. Poultry Science Association Broiler Research Award for your groundbreaking work in the genetics of food and nutrient efficiency. You were honored by the China Agricultural Education Foundation and the World Poultry Science Association with the Shangzheng Chu Prize for your work in poultry genetics and breeding. You capped your awards by receiving the 2022 Paul B. Siegel Wells Poultry Science Association's Research Award, the most prestigious international award in poultry science. Your work has been highly commended for its relevance and direct application to the poultry industry. Several graduate students and postdoctoral fellows and research associates under your mentorship have won prizes in research competitions, including the Best Research Paper Award of the Association of Avian Parasitologists in 2019, and the Tyson Food, Inc. Support Personnel Award by the U.S. Poultry Science Association. You have active research collaborations in several countries and serve as a distinguished external assessor and visiting professor to several universities globally, including the University of Ghana, Legon. And you have authored over 9 book chapters, 145 peer-reviewed journal articles, 32 refereed conference proceedings, and over 100 abstracts. Your impressive academic record includes the Scopus H index of 45 and an I-10 index of 98, with citations exceeding 5,700. In view of your outstanding contributions to world poultry science and your acclaimed international scholarship in poultry genetics, nutrigenomics, and bioinformatics, you have been elected to fellowship of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations, Professor. Our next fellow is Professor Jo Nat Clegg Lamte. Professor Jo Nat Clegg Lamte, you graduated from the University of Ghana Medical School in 1983, after which you pursued residency training in general surgery in Ghana and the UK. You currently hold fellowships of the Royal College of Edinburgh, the West African College of Surgeons, the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, the International College of Surgeons, together with other professional and academic certificates. Following your return to Ghana in 1997, you joined the medical school as a lecturer in surgery and quickly rose through the ranks to become a full professor of surgery in 2016. You held several academic and non-academic positions in both Ghana and the UK. You are an excellent teacher both at the undergraduate and postgraduate residence levels, and this is attested to by the numerous Best Teacher awards you have obtained over the years. You've also provided mentorship for a number of senior members in their professional development at the University of Ghana. You are a prolific researcher with a focus largely on breast cancers and the assessment and management of pain. Your international recognition for cutting-edge breast research, cancer research, has earned you numerous collaborative research grants and publications in journals of international repute. At the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, you successfully led a team of surgeons to set up the first breast unit in Ghana. You have been an expert advice to the Ministry of Health for many years, serving on numerous committees to draft health policies. You also authored a book titled Flee, Stand, Pursue, where you encourage Christians to flee from sin and, when necessary, to avoid temptation, and other times to show their courage in Christ by taking a stand to wrestle with the enemy. I think I have to read that. You are recognized as the best breast surgeon in Ghana, and indeed, the West African sub-region at large. In view of your outstanding contributions, you have been elected fellow of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations, Professor. Our next fellow is Professor Godfred Darko. Professor Godfred Darko, you are a professor of chemistry at the Department of Chemistry of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kumasi, Ghana. Your research interests and expertise span environmental chemistry, analytical chemistry, and nanochemistry. You hold one international patent on functionalized nanofibers for cancer therapy, and you have published over 100 research papers in high-impact, peer-reviewed journals. The high quality of your research is evidenced by the high number of citations you have received from other researchers. You serve as an editor for the prestigious scientific journals, including Environmental Monitoring and Assessment by Springer, Chemistry Africa by Springer, and Helion by Elsevier. You are also an advisor for Mendeley, a free academic referencing software from Elsevier, where you have trained faculty members in many institutions of higher learning. Your research and scholarly work have been recognized by the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, IUPAC. This is one of the world's largest union of all chemical associations and societies. You were selected as a young observer in 2013 to their annual Congress, and you were named the winner of the 2016 Young African Research Award by the Egyptian Academy of Scientific Research and Technology, ASRT, in Egypt. Now, due to the authenticity and quality of your research in water, energy, and environmental sciences, you are a recipient of various research grants, including the 9 million Danish krone Sawafa project, which investigated alternative uses of wastewater, and the 7 million Danish krone Sheath project that seeks to investigate the dispersal and effects of heavy metals and xenobiotic substances in the Ghanaian environment. And more recently, a 4 million South African rand grant for cyanide and mercury pollution abatement under the South Africa-Ghana flagship projects. Professor Godfrey Darko, because of your exceptional contributions to the sciences, you are elected to fellowship of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations. Our next fellow is Professor Emmanuel Bequin Labi. Professor Emmanuel Bequin Labi, you are a retired professor of medicine with an impressive academic professional background. Your qualifications include being a fellow of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, 2004, a foundation fellow of the West African College of Physicians, 1976, a fellow of the Royal College of Physicians of London, 1987, and a member of the Royal College of Physicians of London, 1971. You also hold a PhD from the London University, 1970, and an MBBS with honors from London University, 1965. Together with some of your well-respected colleagues, you conducted extensive research on hypertension in Ghana, helping to raise awareness of the disease's epidemiology across both rural and urban populations. Notable studies included the Mamprobi survey, the Civil Servants Survey in Accra and Tema, and rural surveys in Damfa and other areas in the 1970s. You also played a fundamental role in establishing the West African College of Physicians. As a member of various committees, you contributed to the arts and sciences in numerous ways. These achievements include planning the syllabus for the Department of Medicine at the Al-Azhar branch of King Faisal University in Saudi Arabia, and setting up the College of Clinical Pharmacy at King Faisal University in Dammam, Saudi Arabia. You served as the main coordinator and lead in preparing and collating data for the academic accreditation of the College of Medicine by the National Commission for Assessment Academic Accreditation in Saudi Arabia. Your contributions to training undergraduate and postgraduate medical students extended to the University of Ghana Medical School and the College of Medicine, King Faisal University, Dammam. You also helped establish postgraduate medical training program in internal medicine at King Faisal University. Throughout your career, you have earned numerous prizes and honors, including the Form Prize in 1954 and Best Student in Chemistry 1958 at Achimota School, Old Accra, Ghana. At the University of Ibadan Medical School in Nigeria, you received distinction in medicine, obstetrics, and gynecology, and applied pharmacology and therapeutics, 1965, as well as the prize of the best student in pharmacology in 1962, and the Sir Kofi Abayomi Prize for the best graduate in medicine and pathology in 1965. Professor Emmanuel Bequin-Labi, in recognition of your outstanding contributions to the arts and sciences, you were elected Fellowship of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations, Professor. Our next professor is Professor Frederick Yeboah Obese. Professor Frederick Yeboah Obese, you are a distinguished research scientist at the Animal Research Institute, ARI, of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR, and currently you serve as a full professor of animal science at the College of Basic and Applied Sciences, CBAS, University of Ghana. Your area of specialization is animal physiology and animal nutrition, with an impressive academic background that includes a BSc in Agriculture in 1990, an MSc in Animal Science 1996 from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, as well as a PhD in Animal Science 2004 from the University of Melbourne in Australia. You joined the Department of Animal Science at the University of Ghana in 2010 as a senior lecturer, following your role as a senior research scientist at ARI CSIR. You teach animal physiology and animal nutrition at both the Department of Animal Science and the School of Veterinary Medicine, while your research encompasses areas such as animal reproductive endocrinology and physiology, nutrition, biotechnology, climate change, and livestock production. Your work has been instrumental in development of supplementary feed packages to improve the growth and reproductive performance of ruminant livestock. And you have played a significant role in characterizing smallholder dairy production systems in Ghana. Notably, you collaborated with Prime Grow Biotechnology to develop an enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay technique, a management tool that is now used by the Australian dairy industry to enhance reproductive performances in cattle. You also developed molecular techniques for sexing guinea fowls, and you have evaluated key factors affecting their reproductive performance in Ghana. In addition, you helped set up 2 centers of excellence in molecular biology at the Animal and Crops Research Institute of the CSIR. Your collaborations and research partnerships extend across Africa and internationally, and you have shared your findings widely through numerous presentations and publications in prestigious journals. You currently serve as Associate Editor-in-Chief of the Ghanaian Journal of Animal Science, and you sit on the editorial board of Translational Animal Science, an official journal of the American Society of Animal Science. You are a respected reviewer for international journals, including Animal Frontiers, Animal Reproduction Science, Animal Production Science, Tropical Animal Health and Production, and more. In terms of leadership, you have held positions such as head of the Department of Animal Science at the University of Ghana, head of the Ruminant Production Division and coordinator of the Molecular Biology Laboratory of ARI and CSIR. Your national contributions include roles on committees for initiatives like the National Best Farmer Selection and the National Agricultural Research Project. You are also a mentor in the African Women in Agricultural Research and Development, the award program, as well as an external examiner and assessor for faculty promotions in multiple Ghanaian universities and the CSIR. You have been awarded numerous international scholarships throughout your career, including opportunities as a visiting scholar at the University of Western Australia and the Sokoine University of Agriculture in Tanzania. You also helped establish the Danida-funded Creating Champions in Livestock Agribusiness, that's C-CLEAR program, Ghana's first livestock agribusiness incubator. Professor Frederick Yabua Obese, your contributions to the livestock industry in Ghana and your scholarly work in animal physiology, nutrition, endocrinology, livestock production, and climate change have earned you a well-deserved election to fellowship to the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations. And lastly, one distinguished lady. Professor Mrs. Ebok Nsa Epenyong Odro. Professor Mrs. Ebok Nsa Epenyong Odro, you are currently a professor of post-harvest technology at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kumasi, Ghana, with an impressive academic and professional background spanning several decades. You began your career as a lecturer with the Department of Biochemistry at KNUST in 1996 and have since risen through academic ranks to become a renowned expert in your field. You hold a BSc in chemistry from the University of Ibadan, Nigeria, an MSc chemistry from the same university, Ibadan, Nigeria, and a PhD in post-harvest technology from Silso College, Cranfield University, United Kingdom. Your wealth of academic expertise has seen you contribute to the development and establishment of numerous small and medium-scale enterprises, SMEs, in Ghana and other African countries. You have also trained, supervised, and mentored hundreds of students at different levels of their academic careers, including over 170 undergraduate students, 70 postgraduate research projects, and 16 PhD students under your tutorship in food science and technology. Through your research and education, you have developed a range of novel food products with practical applications for the food industry. You have authored and co-authored several published scientific research papers, and your guidance has been instrumental in the formulation, sensory analysis, and marketing strategies of numerous successful SMEs in Ghana and beyond. In addition to your academic contributions, you are actively involved in community development and have supported several students-generated ideas for small-scale businesses in Ghana. You recognize the potential of young people to grow the business sector in Ghana, and you continue to mentor and nurture young professionals to take up entrepreneurial roles. Your outstanding diligence to hard work, scholarship, and duty has earned you various leadership and administrative positions at KNUST, including becoming the provost of the College of Science. You are a distinguished scholar who has contributed immensely to the growth and development of your academic discipline, both nationally and internationally. Based on your numerous accomplishments, Professor Mrs. Ebok Nsa Epenyong Odro, you were elected to fellowship of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Emeritus Professor Isabella Kwachi. I think I introduced you wrongly as Vice Dean. You are Vice President for Sciences. I make a correction on that. Vice President. Yes. We'll continue, and I'll now invite the president, Professor Kofi Opoku, to come up to the phone, the microphone, and then also invite the inductees to stand up and respond to the declaration. Professor.
So this is the declaration by newly elected fellows. And you insert your name where it says I. On the occasion, you repeat after me, on the occasion of my election as a fellow of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, I solemnly declare that I shall uphold the objects of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, faithfully observe the statutes, bylaws, and regulations and decisions of the Academy, diligently discharge all obligations that are incidental to memberships of the Academy, or specifically assigned to me as a fellow of the Academy, and participate effectively and conscientiously in all activities of the Academy. So you will sign and date it.
We will now invite you to go to the table there and sign your name in the register, after which you will then come and line up here again to be presented your certificates by the president in any order that you choose. Professor, come in front here again. Yes. A little closer. Yes, so that others can. Thank you very much. Professor, agree? Mr. President.
Issue your certificates. So you'll be coming one at a time. So please sit down, they'll call you, and then I'll give you a certificate. Then you'll be decorated with a brooch, just like what I have here. All right. I think they need to be one by one. Yes, so they should. Yeah.
Please have your seat.
So when you call them, then I will. The Vice President be here to see the problem? Yeah, to maybe the brochure. Yes, yes. Professor Nia De Kujo. Congratulations. Thank you very much. You'll be decorated.
Okay, sure. Professor Samuel Ejri, agree. Professor Joe Nat Afotu Cleglamti. Professor Gottfried Darkon. Professor Emmanuel Bequin Labi. Professor Frederick Yeboah Obesi. Pardon me. Professor Mrs. Ibok Epenyong Nsa Otro. Thank you very much. You can come up here. We'll now ask the new inductees to give a response. I'm sure they have discussed among themselves and elected one person to respond to the honor done them this evening.
Mr. Chairman, please can I stand on the existing protocol on this special occasion that I see as the day the Lord has made, and we rejoice and be glad in it. My team members are very excited, and so they said I should represent them. So I'm here representing the young men. I hope you agree with me, young man. That is it, yes. We want to say a very big thank you to the Academy for honoring us. We really appreciate that we have been called into this group, the Academy, where we can give up our specialties for the good of the Academy. Yesterday when we listened to, I think it was the acting secretary, they talk about relevance and the branding of Academy. My team and myself says we have come and we are ready, willingly, to be committed to do that which you request from us. We will give our time, our energy. And as you said, I keep hearing volunteerism. Volunteerism is part of our life already. We have been volunteering, so we will do exactly that. On that note, I want to thank our families, everybody, the fellows, everyone, the council, everyone that has made us so excited today. Very, very excited. I don't know if you're not. Can we give the Academy another round of applause? Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. I'm sure now when you write your name, you can use FGA, Fellow of the Ghana Academy. Thank you very much. We'll now have a short exhortation from the President.
behalf of the Council and Fellows of the Academy, I congratulate you warmly for your induction as Fellows of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. You have gone through a rigorous process of nomination, assessment, and election to fellowship. We are excited to have you as Fellows of the Academy, and we expect that you will help to strengthen the Academy through your contributions to our diverse programs and activities. We are hopeful that you will help to energize the Academy with new ideas, innovation, and infectious commitment to the vision and values of the Academy. You are all very well accomplished in your fields of endeavor, and you have proven yourselves to be leaders within and outside of your professions. So we expect you to participate fully in the affairs of the Academy. There is no apprenticeship in the Academy. You are fully fledged fellows after the induction. We expect you to volunteer your time and services to our programs and committees and bring your knowledge and skills to extend and deepen the activities of the Academy. The vision of the Academy, as articulated in the Strategic Plan 2020 to 2025, is to be Ghana's foremost merit-based society, committed to national development and the advancement of our world. The core values of the Academy are relevance, integrity, professionalism, and excellence. Let the vision and the values guide you throughout your fellowship. You are joining an academy that has been in existence for 65 years, one of the oldest in Africa. You are joining an academy that has continuously delivered a diverse range of activities to promote the steady extension and dissemination of knowledge. You have as colleagues, fellows, some of the smartest, experienced, and accomplished people in Ghana. And you have role models, you have as role models deceased fellows who broke unimaginable barriers to make great contributions. After your induction into fellowship, it is important to think about what it means to be a Ghana Academy and not, pardon me, a Nigerian or a British academy. We are in Ghana for a purpose. The opportunities and challenges in Ghana generate raw materials for our intellectual inquiries and explorations. We in Ghana must solve a different set of problems to ensure our survival and progress in the larger world. Our knowledge and experience operating in our environment should give us unique insights that others may not have. Like our contemporaries elsewhere, we must create knowledge and develop skills and tools to solve Ghana's problems. While working on Ghana's problems, we may discover, invent, or produce a universal thing or idea that the rest of the world values or can use. The linkage can go the other way, where we take advantage, we take a universal thing or idea from elsewhere and apply it to solve Ghana's problems. As fellows of the Academy, you should help to define the types of problems that need to be solved in Ghana and to help attract the best minds and innovators to provide solutions to those problems. You should be bold and critically participate in the great debates of our times, confident that your ideas and opinions matter and that no region, countries, or peoples have a monopoly on the best ideas. In addition, there's no guarantee that any idea or methods will be immediately applicable to our situation. They must be tested or domesticated. Finally, you must be aware that there are lots of ideas and opinions that are self-serving or faulty, but they can gain traction or become fashionable when pushed and supported by powerful interest. Always remember that many ideas, concepts, and fashions that appear to be universal, self-evident, or scientific, in quote, decades or centuries ago, are now considered to be parochial or flawed. In our internet and social media age, you should even be more cautious because misinformation and disinformation can spread widely and persistently. Let me end by reminding you of some of the important information we shared with you during yesterday's pre-induction orientation. It was a beautiful and extremely informative program, and I thank you for your participation. We noted that the Academy succeeds when fellows volunteer their time and resources to support the Academy's mission. You must strive to make the Academy relevant and be seen to be addressing important problems, important national problems. You should leverage your contacts and expertise to help the Academy attract funding to support its programs and activities. And you should participate fully in the affairs of your chapters, collaborating with other distinguished fellows to identify and work on problems that can potentially transform the trajectory of our national development. With these exhortations and cautionary notes, it's my great pleasure to affirm your induction into the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. And I congratulate you once again. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President. That brings us to the end of this evening's program. There are a few housekeeping announcements. After the announcements, we would like to take group picture with, or group pictures, not just one, with the inductees. The new fellows, please. New fellows. That's correct. New fellows. Thank you very much. The Founders Week celebration continues tomorrow at 5:30 in this auditorium, and it will be the first day of 2 days of a symposium. And the sub-theme that will be treated is sustainable development and the fourth industrial revolution. And we shall have two speakers. The first speaker will be Reverend Professor Hans Adudapa, a fellow of the Academy, and also Vice President of the CSR College of Science and Technology. He will be speaking the topic, Precision Agriculture and Circular Economic Strategies. You can't miss this. You just have to be here. The second speaker, Dr. Andrews Mark Ayiku, will treat the topic, Regulatory Framework and Entrepreneurship, Innovation and Scaling of New Technologies. An exciting topic. So you are all invited to tomorrow's symposium. And our chairperson will be Emeritus Professor Isabella Kwaichi, the Vice President for the Sciences. We are grateful to Bank of Ghana and Tropical Cables and Conductors Limited for sponsorship of the program. We have two participating schools this evening. Laboni Senior High School, are they here? Yes? Just give us a wave. Yes. Okay. And also Presec Senior High School. Good. They are always here. Thank you very much. There will be light refreshment after the program, and the fellows will have their refreshment in the conference room 2. All others will have light refreshment at the car park. It's even more airy there, so you are all right. You are all right. Okay. All right. So we shall invite our new fellows so that we take pictures. High table, can you please join them? Join us. Can we invite fellows also to join? Fellows, please don't go away yet. Fellows, all fellows, please. All fellows, please. The wide angle will catch up.
Yes. Oh, yes. The ladies are there already. Let me stand here.
Okay. I run. Please wait. Will you be seeing? Yes. Maybe your eye will be seeing them, but you may not be seeing them. Why? I say, are we going to?
Break your leg for a picture.
Can you? President and the two vice presidents. Vice president, two vice presidents. Okay, now, let's close. Let's close. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I hear some people want to make some presentations to some of the family members.
Okay. Here.
Okay.
Here?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right. Let them disperse. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So let.
Yes.
2 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, on a special occasion like this, there are some family members and friends of the new fellows who want to show their love to them. I understand there will be some presentations. I don't have the list of those who are going to be presented. So this is the time. If you are ready, and let me know. Oh, I'm sure they know who they are. So we'll invite the first presenters to come and make the presentations, please. And this is for who? Professor Samuel Niadekodio. Yeah, okay.
So, okay, all right. Professor Samuel Niadekodio, this presentation is from the College of Education. We congratulate you on your special day. Are you cool? Yay.
Okay, congratulations, Professor Ujo. Do we have any more? Okay, thank you very much. And we'll draw the curtain to a close on this evening's program. Thank you very much for coming, and remember tomorrow's program. Have a pleasant evening.
Please do not leave your bag or anything unattended. Please.